pretty much that's all you can use it for.
So, should we start showing them how to do it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, to pretty much set this up,
For this, you're going to use a completely different program.
so if you want a Bitcoin mine and you have enough money, like we said, to put into an ASIC, then you can continue to use GUI Miner if you really want, or you can start investing your time into CG Miner, which
Now,
I've
It's a little more difficult to do CG Miner because you
And
have to make
understand it.
config files. So if you're not computer savvy, you're gonna we'll show you basically, but we're probably not going to be answering a whole bunch of questions on troubleshooting. There's plenty of videos out there, plenty of tutorials on how to basically set up a batch file. We'll show you the basics.
we'll show you what it requires to run. We're not gonna like baby walk you. So you don't need to run any of this, because I didn't. You might have when you did it, but I
The
didn't.
first time I did, I tried running it,
But that's just
and it kept erroring on me, and I couldn't figure out why.
that's just all the files.
The only reason you didn't is because I learned from my mistake, and you were sitting there listening to it.
No, I didn't actually. I watched a video on it. But this is a totally different setup because you helped me. So now you can change the color of the text. 05 is purple, 02 is green, like a matrix green.
O is black.
So,
02 is dark green.
no, 02 is just matrix green.
Is it?
Yeah, I just said that. What kind of
A is bright green.
what kind of color code is it?
I believe it's an ASCII, but I'm not positive.
So, if we figure out, we'll put it in the link description to find it out. But now you want to do setx GPU max alloc % with underscores, no spaces, except for setx to GPU, and then space 75 or
Well,
100.
if you're planning on using your computer for like anything, set it to 75.
If it's just gonna be dedicated for mining, 100. But
Anything that's going to be more intensive, like if you plan on watching videos and stuff, you might want to drop the limit down a little bit, because the less GPU you have, the less video you can do or process.
so now you have to point it to the CG miner exe, which is just C colon backslash, I think,
Yeah,
backslash, and then
backslash.
users with a capital U,
Your name, your account
backslash
name,
your
right?
computer name, backslash desktop with a capital D, backslash the directory, which is CG mine for easier this, and then backslash CG miner.exe. Now, if you don't want to have to type it, you could just go to computer and then C users, the user, desktop, or wherever else it's located. It might
Wherever
not.
you've located
It might just be straight up on C, and then you double click and then copy that, and then paste it there, and just add a backslash cgminer.exe. Now, minus script spelled like this, very important.
Yes, because some of those coins, if you go back to the web page here, you will see
Use script.
they have script. This is what a Bitcoin would use, or
Which
used to use.
doesn't. No, Bitcoin still uses.
Okay.
But it does not
Some use
require. Bitcoin does not require the minus script that
Yeah.
I know of. I used
Well,
it without it.
Bitcoin uses the minus script, I think.
No,
You sure? It
No.
uses the SHA?
it's right
Okay,
there.
there you go. Okay. So you can see the ones that use SHA and which ones use script. If it uses SHA, you don't have to put that. But if it says script, you got to put script or minus script right here. And then minus O.
Wait. If it errors, like after you do this, if it errors, try removing it, and if it works, you need to update your graphics drivers.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, then you have something wrong,
If it
or
works
something along
and
those lines.
you've got that line in there or out of there, and it's saying it's doing something, it might be working, but it's going to give you a wrong reading. It's probably going to tell you you're doing mega hashes instead of kilahashes. So
And then you do minus O, and then the URL for the pool you're working for, and then colon the port. So for the one we were using, which I don't think we showed you how to sign up, you just go here, and there's going to be a register button right here. I will show you. It will be right here. And then you have to make a worker at this page, which is under my account, and then my workers. And the username you use to sign up, and then a period, and then you pick one, and a password, which can be one letter, and then you click add new worker, and then
the name can be anything you want, and the password can be anything you want. It's nothing but to log in to send coins to your account. So it doesn't have to be super encrypted.
It doesn't have to be like...
For security reasons, we're still going to blur it out.
Yeah. So after you have this, just remember it, because it doesn't need to be like super long. It could be just something short as minor or mine or test. And then you go to the getting started page, and it gives you the URL, or you could just copy it from the video.
And that's the port underneath it, and that's what you're going to put on the batch file.
So right here. And then you just do the link that's right there, and then colon, and then the port, which is 5888.
Yeah, 5888.
Which this might be different if you're not using this
sign up for a
pool.
different server.
And then you do minus u space the username
plus the miner's name
dot the name on the worker. So on the page we were just on before, it'll tell you all the information you need, and the password you set. Now this part you don't need because this guy doesn't have it, but I have it. So you do minus d space 0.
You need that part.
So then you need this part apparently.
You need the minus d space 0.
That tells it
to use your graphics processing.
If you have 2, then you do this, a D, and then 1. But we only have 1 graphics card.
Yeah, if you
so
have
that's all you
multiple cores, you do with the minus 2.
And then
this minus 1.
This next part is minus temp minus target 55. That's what you set to stay at, like idle at. Mine goes to 60 because it doesn't automatically stay. Auto fan, I'm assuming, automatically sets the fan to that temperature to keep it there.
Adjust the speed to keep your processor cool.
And then GPU mem clock 400. You could tell them what it does.
I don't know where you got your number. It
I
basically
just
tells it, if you look up the memory clocks on whatever processor you have, it'll tell you how many clock cycles there are, and that's what you put there.
It doesn't really make a difference, so you could just put 300 or 400. I have 400. And then you're pretty much done. You can close it and save it, and then just save as bat.
Yeah, you want to save it as, give it a name and .bat. I name mine basically after whatever coin I'm mining. So if I was doing a krugercoin, it'd be start krugercoin or krugercoin.bat or whatever. So that way I know which one it is.
So you'll see the 05 coming in right here. As you can see, everything's purple. Now, it shouldn't error because I didn't modify the code, but if you could see that on the video, it dragged a bit because it's using 75% graphics. And now, in order to read this, since it's different than GUI miner, you have to go here. This is the average kilohashes, which, since it's using script, it uses kilohashes instead of megahashes, which is different. It seems to be you get half the megahashes you would in kilohashes.
Yeah.
And then this is the average number that you're getting. Or not the average, this is the current number you're getting. This is the average. That's pretty much all you need to worry about, and you have to make sure these messages keep coming in.
It'll tell you what it's doing, as long as it doesn't give you errors or whatever it is when it fails.
Now, if you want to set the intensity higher, all you have to do is hit G, and it'll bring up a new menu, which is for GPU management. And then you hit I.
So if you're going to bed and you want to run it at a higher power, you can then put this at 100%, which would be 20.
Depends. If you do 20 on mine, it would work, but if you did 10, it would crash. So you can do 8, which seems to be the best, people say, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to hit enter, and it's going to be like it's going to print it again. It's going to do that. Don't know why. And it kind of crashes the drivers. So if you don't put anything, it will crash the drivers. So that's it for this episode. We'll show you how to do the other currency next time. See you guys later.